Walk us through all of that from your perspective and then how you feel about the win.
Yeah, I love going into details on things. I'm not going to go into details on that one. We won the football game. We beat another ranked team in in Mountain America Stadium, right? And this is all about the guys. I mean, these guys battled. These guys fought. These guys found a way to win. And it doesn't matter whatever happened at the end, it happened. You know what? We got to rush the field twice. How about that? We rushed the field 3 times this year. That's pretty cool. Not many people get the opportunity to do that. Come to Arizona State because there's going to be a lot more of that coming forward.
Michelle up front.
Kenny, can you talk about the decision to go for the 4th downs instead of the field goals when both seemed like they were makeable field goals?
So the end of the first, the half, when we obviously went for it, we got it. In the first half, we were 2 for 2 on 4th downs. Second half, it was 4th and 4, right? We're up 18. So really, either way, they have to score 3 touchdowns to beat you. Okay. Well, if you kick a field goal, just 3 touchdowns ties you. So, but if you score there, you go up 4 possessions. So really, we're trying to say, okay, if we don't get it, they have to go 96 yards, okay, to score, which is low percentage. So the question is, do you want to tie the game if they score 3 touchdowns? No, you want to be winning by 4 touchdowns, and you want to make them go 96. Now, they went 96, so that wasn't ideal, but that was the strategy behind it. We wanted to pin them deep if we didn't get it, and if we got it, we take a 4-possession lead instead of tying if they score 3 touchdowns.
Kenny, your clock management has been masterful all season, but could you just help us understand when you get the ball back after the interception, why not just run the ball into the end zone or just try to score in that situation?
Because, I mean, if you score, they have a minute left. There is a chance that they could score, kick an onside kick and win. In reality, there was a point where there was under 12 seconds left to go in the game. We have 2 plays, right? Each play should take roughly 6 to 7 seconds if you're in a delay scenario. So the first one we tried to delay, and it only took 4.5. So then there was 5 seconds. So then there was 7 seconds left. And we rolled out, we threw the ball away, and it landed, and it should take a certain amount of time through a lot of reps, through a lot of programs. There's a lot of statistics behind that thought process, and we won the game. But I'm not going to, obviously we all know what happened at the end. It is what it is. Who cares? Won the football game. This guy to my right, 3 touchdowns, I think, in the first half. Unbelievable Sun Devil, right? First time we've been undefeated in this stadium since before he maybe was born. Where were you born?
202.
Oh, no, he was born. He was 2, right? The last time that we went undefeated in this stadium, and for him to be a part of that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so Cam, going off, you've had a lot of great games this year. Kenny has talked about multiple times how he challenged you in the offseason to be able to play on Sundays in the NFL at one point. This game just felt a lot more special. The way you came out with all the energy, obviously coming back your first game last week against Kansas State, what went into it that just allowed you to dominate a lot in the first half and made crucial plays down the stretch?
Because he didn't just challenge me throughout the offseason. He's challenged me every day. He knows when I'm having a bad day or an off day or looking sluggish, and he gets on me about it. So, I mean, I'm doing my best to put in the work because I understand the talent I have and I could play at the next level. But if I don't put the work in, it's not going to happen. So, with him challenging me and me trying my best to put in all the work, it's all paying off, and that's why I respect him so much, and everybody loves him because everybody understands he's doing it for the right of us. And look, we're 9-2 and we're in first place.
Jordan Ham, Sports 360 is Kenny. First time that ASU has hit the 9-win mark since 2014. You were part of both of those programs. How are these 2 teams similar, and how are they different?
I would say they're a lot different. Just, everything's a lot different. I would say the similarity is the toughness. That was a really tough team, just mentally, physically, and I think we have that similarity. The difference is just, these guys, a lot of these guys are new, and they came together, and we're coming off a horrible season. Right, that team had some expectations. That team was coming off, a good season, and they had some momentum. These guys came off no momentum with everybody doubting them. Everybody's still doubting them, and that's what makes this special. I mean, I don't know how long I'll be here. Hopefully a long time, but I don't know if I'll ever have a season that over exceeds expectation than this year. I don't know. Hopefully the expectations become higher. Because I don't know if there's a way we can exceed expectations more than we're exceeding them right now. And I think that's special. It's because of these 2 guys. They both grew up this year, and they both matured.
Doug Franz, Unplugged Podcast. Kenny, why did you call a timeout at the end of the first half before the BYU field goal?
case they missed it. So if I'm in that situation on offense, I'm going to wind the clock down and I'm going to kick a field goal with 3 seconds left, right? Well, I wanted to make sure that they knew that there was still time left. So if they were going to go, just kind of dictate to them their hands. So then if they missed a field goal, we could have gone and drive the field. So I just wanted to make sure that they had a little bit more pressure of having to make the kick. And if they missed it, then, we got an opportunity to go down the field and try to score.
And number two, open up about 2023. What was the lowest point of last year for you to get to where you are now?
The lowest point of last year had to be Utah, right? I mean, that was a beating. It doesn't get worse than the Utah game last year. I mean, yeah. Our one touchdown versus Utah got called back for blocking the snapper in the back. If it doesn't get worse than that, then I don't know. Yeah, Utah, for sure.
Coach, obviously it's not hard to get juiced up for next week's game, but, it's obviously not the level of opponent that you all faced this week. How do you just kind of keep the guys locked in and, make sure that they take this next game as important as this last one?
Yeah, I mean, if we have to get excited to play our rival who whooped our butt last year, then we're not the team I think we are. And then at the same token, I think they have what people say is the number one wideout that's going to be drafted. They have an NFL quarterback. They have a left tackle who's mocked in the first round. Any team that has 2 first-round draft picks has the talent and the ability to win and make plays. But for us, process. This feels great. It's even better that it's a day game. Have fun. Enjoy it. Wake up, move on, repeat the process. Because nobody cares what you did yesterday. And nobody's going to care if we turn out to be a 9-3 football team that misses the Big 12 championship. Nobody will care. It will be a flash in the pan. If we want to continue to do something special, you got to do it every single day, and you've got to be able to repeat it.
For all of you guys, obviously the win today, Colorado lost as well. You're in the driver's seat to the Big 12 championship game. I mean, can you put in perspective kind of this turnaround that you guys have created and now have everything in front of you?
The boys have, they fought every day. Like we go back to the summer workouts, everybody fights every single day. We didn't blink out there when, they started scoring points and we weren't. We came back, scored a touchdown, and got a comfortable lead, and then they scored again. So we just keep fighting. These guys got a lot of heart. This kid right here, he yelled at me, don't be selfish. We looked at each other and, all right, let's go. So it's just the culture's changed, man, and everybody loves each other, and we've turned this thing around. But it's not finished yet because there's still work to do in the process.
It's amazing. It's just a testament to the team. They counted us out, man. They counted us out, and we continue to keep working and proving the haters wrong. I got a tattoo right here. It says diamond in the rough. That just describes this team, just a diamond in the rough. We just keep working and shoot. Pressure builds diamonds. That's what happened today.
Doug, get it to Chris. 2 questions. Cam, can you maybe explain the whole touchdown autograph session there that you had? And then after that...
Yeah, explain it. I'd love to hear all about it.
That's actually one of my boys. The touchdown before, he held the ball out in the Sharpie, and I talked to my team, my lineman. I was like, next touchdown, I'm going to go sign, try to get behind me so the refs don't see it. That was on me. That was 100% on me. I made that mistake, so that definitely won't happen again, one-time thing. I think that might be my second personal flag in my entire life. So I think the thought of just going over there and feeling that after a touchdown was awesome. And if they needed me on kickoff the next for that 20-yard kick or whatever, I would have been there. But we got it handled. So.
And then Kenny, real quick, some news surfaced before the game that ASU has locked up your coordinators for an additional 3 years. Can you just comment on what kind of message that sends for the program?
Yeah, it shows the direction of the program, how there's going to be consistency here in a world where there's very little consistency. But, if you look at, those guys out there, like I wore this shirt today, right, for the Sun Angel Collective, for a purpose, is if you had fun watching him play and make those plays, like it was there all night. It was there all night because it's a different day and age in college football. And if that was something that we want to continue to do, then what's that saying? Pay the man his money, right? Isn't that like a saying? Like, pay the man his money. Like, Pay these guys what they deserve to be paid, because right now our team is underpaid, and we're doing more with guys who just got it out the mud. But eventually you should get what you deserve, and our guys deserve more, and that's why I wore this.
A couple more for Coach, and then we'll get to the guys. Get it back to Sam, you got one? Jose. Start with Jose again.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
Can you kind of describe a little bit about just your mentality of being being aggressive on the fourth downs, just kind of being aggressive overall in the play calling and what you're seeking to do, trying to keep the momentum when you have it?
Yeah, so I got a major cramp right now. That's ouch. Keep the momentum. Obviously, fourth downs. There's some, like I said, making a team go 96 yards. So you have 2 4th and 1s. We're gonna go for. Right now is it. If you can't get 4th and 1s consistently, you're not gonna be a good team anyways. So who cares, right? So we're gonna go for it. But when you start to go to those aggressive fourth down calls, right? It's really just time of the game, field position, and score. And I kind of alluded to why we went for the one to start the third quarter. Was we were playing good defense, making them go 96. If they get 3, then they're down 15. Who cares? You're still in the driver's seat. If you score a touchdown, right now you take a 4-position lead, as opposed to kicking a field goal, taking a 21-point lead. They still have to get 3 touchdowns. So you changed nothing of what they had to accomplish, and you gave them the ball in the 25 instead of the 4, right? So just the risk first reward there. But that was the thought process.
Chris and Sammy, then we got to let Coach go.
Kenny, just the difference between the first and second half, what did that feel like? And what was the mood on the sidelines? What were you saying as the game kind of tightened?
Guys, we're still winning. It gets tighter and tighter. Guys, we're still winning. We're still winning. Relax. We're going to make one play. All you got to do is make one play. The rest of the game, we win. Right? We catch the ball in the end zone, right, on the play before we went for it, win the game. Right? We get the 4th and 1 when there's 2 minutes and 30, 40 seconds left, right? Win the game. Right? We make 1 sack or 1 interception, win the game. So many times, just one play. And guess what? We got it. We got the play. We got the play to win the football game, and that's just so special, is that we have a bunch of guys that when you look at, I just have such confidence. It's the game's close. I'm glad I'm on this sideline, because I wouldn't want to be on the other sideline, because that's what we do. We win close games, and we like drama, so it's perfect. It's right in our wheelhouse.
And you won the turnover margin. You'll be first in turnover margin in the Big 12 going into the Territorial Cup. What does that mean, and the importance of what you've accomplished this season, given you were terrible last season?
Yeah, the buy-in, of that, I think is there. And obviously, I think I've preached it more than I did last year. I thought I did a bad job last year, and I think, I got better, and then I think the guys are believing in it. I mean, this dude had that big play in the first half, and he's scavenger off, and I'd love somebody to pull the footage. People start to come from behind, and he does this, crosses on the ball, right? That's growth. That's what it's about. It's about getting better week by week, and nobody's going to notice him running around and then crossing the ball over. Nobody's going to talk about the play. But that's why we're winning. It's because we're growing, we're learning, and we're getting better every week with little tiny details. And then you have X over here. Makes a play last time ever in that stadium that completely changes the game, and couldn't be prouder of him.
Sammy, finish it up with Coach.
Coach, first, can you go into the onside kick explanation? How did that conversation with Coach Regal go?
Yeah, so that was actually a squib kick, but when we squib it, the way they angled their dude, we said, let's squib it, but we also try to hit him on the way to the squib. So if it hits him, we have a chance to recover it. But if we don't hit him, we recover the ball around the 30, 35-yard line. So it's a very low-risk onside kick. It's hey, if it works, wahoo, right? If it doesn't work, they get the ball on the 32, 35. So very, very low-risk, call there.
And then did the Valley feel activated today to you?
What do you think? No, you can answer it. What do you think?
I did think.
Yeah, so did I. What did you think, JT? X, what did you think?
All them people on the sideline last play of the game was crazy.
Now, this is the question is, right, how expensive were these tickets? Like $300? If you bought a season ticket to begin the year, right, you probably would have had to spend, another $150? There's going to be a lot more games that tickets get to that price. So if you want to be a part of them, you better buy season tickets. You better do it right now. You better sell it out, because we're going to have a lot more games where this state wants to show up to. And you are going to want to have season tickets to those things because you're not going to want to have to pay $300 to get in the stadium every single time, right? So buy your season tickets. Let's make that every single week of next year. Because why would you not want to be in that environment? That was one of the most fun places to be in college football. Why would you not want to do that every Saturday? All it is the fan base saying this is what we choose to do. So buy your tickets, donate to keep our team, right? And let's repeat next year, and let's try to run it back at home. Thank y'all. Go Devils. Activate the Valley, baby.
Guys, hang around here. Jordan.